to Gab and Jam, episode 73.
Yep. Episode 73. So what are we talking about today?
Okay, so today, the episode title is OMG, finally found the key to creative success. And nice. I know our DIY rock stars may not like this one, but it is the bald-faced truth.
Okay, and what is that?
The truth to creative success we have found over the years is consistency.
Consistency. And consistency meaning what?
Means constantly putting things out there, putting yourself out there, continuing to just share what it is that you do all the time. Like you know, we have the song challenge, so we have the clips every week, the songs every week, the Gab and Jam every week, the video and the podcast, and just constantly doing things, constantly sharing everything.
Staying active.
Staying active.
Yeah, don't give yourselves ultimatums. You know, don't say it, meaning that if I'm going to give it 5 years, if I don't do blah, blah, blah within 5 years, then I'm going to give up.
Right, yeah.
Because, you know, if you're going to do that, then just quit now.
Yeah.
Right. Just don't even worry about it. Just go do whatever else you were going to do. Mm-hmm. Same thing is that if you're saying, if I don't do this by age, whatever, then I'm gonna not do it. Then just go ahead and go do whatever
it is you were gonna do. Yeah.
Don't even worry about that part of it, because part of this thing is always gonna be consistency. Yeah. It's that Sugarman thing.
Oh yeah, find the Sugarman. Yeah.
I mean, you know, where 30 years down the line, you know, all of a sudden he has a career off a record that he put out 30 years ago.
Right. Overseas. I mean, it's story. Right. Look it up. Google it. It's worth going down the rabbit hole.
It's awesome. So again, it just goes back to that same thing that I can't tell you when you reach that threshold of being turned down too much.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean,
or when you have arrived at success, because what does that mean?
Yeah, how do you define that?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, the world is full of unhappy, quote unquote, successful people. Right. Don't get me wrong. The world is also full of a bunch of unhappy failures too.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to say that, you know, money makes it where you're not happy.
Right.
Or people who are successful, quote unquote, are not happy. All I'm trying to say is that it's not that thing that made them happy.
Right.
It's something else.
Okay, so here are the 4 reasons why and how it works. And you tell us, but this is our experience, but you tell us if this works or not for you.
Right.
To stay consistent helps provide a roadmap for when you are unsure and you're not getting that affirming feedback.
You can't wait for that.
Yeah.
That can't be the gas that fuels your car, as far as fuels your engine when you're being creative. It cannot be, because it just may not ever come.
Right.
You know, and so you've got to be able to be persistent in doing things, even though you're not hearing about that.
Especially those are things that you want to do. I mean, hopefully you've chosen to do something that you want to do.
That you enjoy doing.
That shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't have to force yourself to, like for us, to shoot videos, because we like shooting videos. Nobody's making us do this. Nobody's paying us to do it. We're doing it because we like to do it.
Right.
Okay. The next reason why and how it works is it provides a path forward when you are overwhelmed and don't know what to do next.
Right.
I know for us, there are tons of things going on, and there are some times when I'm like, oh, I should be doing this. I should be building the email list. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. We should be doing in real world networking. We should be doing, well, the fact that we have a framework already for the weekly post and all of that kind of keeps me, okay, let's do these first. Right. And then I'll get to the other things. So but it's the consistency, knowing that, okay, these things have to happen every week for me to feel like I'm doing the things that I need to do.
So you have to find that thing for you that does that. It could be, you know, if you are an instrumentalist, maybe it's just making sure that you practice. Maybe
that's
making
true.
Sure you do your skills, making sure that you do this, that you do that. Whatever it is that kind of fuels that process, or maybe you go through and you say, okay, I'm going to learn these skills, I'm going to learn this, and then based on, you know, whatever mode that I'm learning this week, I'm going to write a song in that mode.
Oh, I like that.
You know, or I'm going to do whatever in that mode, or I'm going to learn a song that uses that technique.
I like that.
So whatever it is that's kind of fueling what you want to do, that's taking you that's motivating you to do it, just keep that in your head and just keep making that better. Make yourself
priority for you.
Yeah, the best you that you can be.
Yeah, I like that. Another reason why it works is that small gains over time will lead you where you want to be. And I heard this saying one time, and it's funny, but it's true. You eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Right.
So even a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. All that, where just a little bit every day. It seems like it's not that much, but then you look up and over time you will see. I know for us, the newsletter is like that.
Right.
I never think that I'm doing enough, and then when
Right.
I see the monthly newsletter, I just keep track of all the things that we've done or that we've distributed or that we've participated with. And every month I'm like, wow, we did a bunch.
Right.
Even though I was just trudging along. It was just a weekly type thing, just doing the things that I knew needed to be done.
Right. Yeah. You just got to keep at it. I mean, that's we kind of keep coming back to that same thing, but then again, that's consistency.
Yeah, it is.
That's what consistency is about.
Yeah.
And the habit has got to be for you is that I have a habit of doing things, and that I don't feel right unless I'm doing
right.
things.
I made a commitment to myself, and I guess that's the way it is.
And at the end of the day, you gotta do it for you.
Yeah.
You gotta do it for you. You can't do it for other people. Can't do it for other people. Them giving you great feedback for whatever. You just can't. And if that's going to be the motivating factor, again, I have to just keep stressing this point.
Just go to something else.
Just go do whatever it is that's number 2 on your list.
Yeah. Come back if and when you're ready.
Right. And maybe it's not made for you, and it's not made for everybody.
Yeah.
It isn't. And that's fine too. And sometimes you got to sit down and you got to have that discussion with yourself too.
Right.
To sit there, you're saying that, okay, people aren't saying anything and I'm just doing this for other people.
Right.
If that's really why you're doing it, then you got to ask yourself, why do I love it?
Yeah.
Do I really love it, or am I just really craving attention? And there might be other ways to get attention that might be a lot easier for you than this.
Less stressful.
Right.
And then finally, the thing that we can say over the 3 years that we've been consistently doing things is that it helps build your authority, credibility, or your brand over time.
Right.
And just recently, we finally got one of the publications that we've been kind of wanting to hear from and kind of courting, slyly along the way. Finally heard back from them, and they sent us an interview thing, and they wanted photos, and so hopefully it leads to something. But it seemed out of the blue, but really we've been building that relationship for 3 years now. Right,
and that's what happens, is that you just keep building, keep building, keep building. And it may take more than 3 years.
Yeah.
It may take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I can't tell you. I mean, how long it may take. The thing about creativity and writing songs and doing things like that is that you may have written a song, already.
Right.
That may be the song that's gonna, provide your breakthrough 10 years down the road.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's heard it or whatever else.
That's true.
But, you've written that song. And that's always a possibility. Or tomorrow, you could write that song.
Right.
But the one thing that can't happen is that song won't write itself.
Right.
So you've got to be engaging in that consistent creative flow in order to get that song.
So writing the song, but then also distributing that song. So getting it out there. It can't stay in the basement. I guess we've had this discussion for decades now. Whether if you're just doing it for yourself, should you keep it in the basement? If you're not doing it for other people's approval, or is it worth it for you to just put it out there and see what happens?
And there's a difference for doing it to share with other people than doing it for other people's approval.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are two different things. So other people's approval mean that, hey, I'm looking for other people to give it value.
Right.
And that's not necessarily true. As much as you are looking to share it with other people, and people who see the same value in it that you see in it, you will find it. It's sort of that saying from Field of Dreams. Yeah. If you build it, they will come.
Yes.
And that they is got to be the they that connects with you as an artist. And that's not everybody.
No.
You cannot be an artist. You're not going to end up being an artist that's going to please everybody.
No.
I mean, Michael Jackson at his zenith.
Right.
I'm sure there were people walking around saying, Michael Jackson sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Even before the whole child stuff came out.
Right.
I'm talking about circa 1983 when Thriller was going and all the rest. Somebody was saying he sucks.
Right.
Prince after the Purple Rain. Somebody went They said that was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
Somebody said it.
Right.
You know, and somebody felt that.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
again, you're not going to connect with everybody.
And you shouldn't.
Right. I mean, there's just no way you're going to be able to do
Yeah.
that. And if you're looking to try to do that or thinking about that, then don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Please you first, and then you can please other people.
Yeah, because you're your best fan. You're your
Yeah.
biggest fan. All right, so what do you guys think? Is there another quote-unquote key to success that you think trumps consistency? We'd love to hear about it. Make sure you drop it in the comments below. What's coming up?
What is coming up?
November.
Oh, it is. Okay. Cool.
3 posts a day for 30 days. It's tip-based this time,
Right.
so if you have tips that you want us to share with you, drop it in the comments below. We'll make sure we take care of yours first.
Right. I thought you were talking about the marathon.
Oh, the marathon's coming up. Oh, my
Detroit Free
goodness.
Press Marathon.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we will give you a little, probably highlight reel of what happens.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of nursing a slight ankle injury.
Aw.
That's enough just to be painful,
Right.
but not necessarily enough to stop me from running.
Well, he's
Which
going to
is
do
not a
the
good thing,
entire marathon. All right, so, as always, if you dig the vibe, be sure to.
Subscribe.
And we're wishing you love, peace, and
Chicken grease.
yay.